Okay, so as I sit here amid the coronavirus pandemic, being quarantined in my house on my $15 couch without a job, um, with a cat to keep me company, I try to help other people who might also be feeling isolated. And I'm working out some new face coverings. Now, this is a scarf that was given to me by my mother, who is no longer alive. So it's a vintage scarf. She used to wear it when she went to the beach. And she would tie it around her head like this because the wind would hurt her ears. So she protected her ears. So this can also be worn like this. So that's one way to protect yourself, is just tie a scarf around your face and don't be around anyone who's coughing, sneezing, or talking to you. And if you have to go to the store, just make it a once in a great while trip and get the fuck in, fuck out, and wipe everything down, and just hope you don't get exposed to an invisible virus who you don't know who carries it. I'm going to assume I'm a carrier to keep everyone else safe while I read my book on forbidden knowledge to make me laugh. Do you know I would be arrested in most of other states other than the state of Oregon that I live in, just because of some obscure laws? Obscure ways to get arrested in 25 states. God, I think I don't live in Alabama. You can get arrested for operating a vehicle blindfolded. Okay, that should go without saying. Or wearing a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. Well, they must have sticks up their butts. Flicking boogers in the wind. Yeah, I definitely would have been arrested as a kid, for sure. I'm pretty sure. My best friend Lisa wiped her boogers on the ceiling above her bunk bed. She should have been arrested. Not for that, but for some other things she did in college. um, or keeping an ice cream in your back pocket. Now, I guess Alabama must have some idiots living in there. And that's not a nice word. I mean, some creative people who don't think things all the way through, I guess. And I don't know who made up those laws, but hey, now we have a law where you can't go outside without a head covering and a scarf covering, and you pretty much have to pretend like you're an outlaw. I think I'll just read these. I'll do a couple of these and just continue with them. Do like 5 minutes of different states. In Alaska, forbidden from pushing a live moose from an airplane. Well, yeah, that's kind of terrifying for the moose, don't you think? I don't think anybody would want to be pushed out of an airplane. Unless they had a parachute on them and they were skydiving, like I did. I paid dearly for that skydiving trip, by the way, too. Yeah, that was used against me in court. Because I'm just one of those evil people that goes skydiving like a bucket list thing. Waking a bear to take a picture. Yeah, you don't want to wake up bears to take a picture. They're grumpy already. You don't wake up a sleeping bear. You don't mess with bear cubs either. This is coming from a mama bear. Or taking a kangaroo, even willingly, into a barbershop. I didn't know that they had kangaroos in Alaska. That's weird. So I guess you can't take a kangaroo into a barbershop because right now nobody can go into a barbershop. No, it's against the law to go into a barbershop. Here, I got to get my outlaw bandana fixed. So it's against the law to go in a barbershop. Okay. How about this one? In Arizona, it is illegal to hunt camels. And a driver who removes or ignores barricades at a flooded wash faces a minimum $2,000 fine. Okay. In Arkansas, it's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas. That's a fun one because I live in a place where there's a whole lot of names that are hard to pronounce and people mispronounce them all the time. Siuslaw, Yachits, Oregon. Yeah. So I call Springfield Springtucky because there's some Oregonians that live over here that kind of talk like they're a little bit like a dumb shit. And we just kind of talk like we're just like hicks because we don't know what in the fuck we're talking about, even though we might have a couple of degrees from a university. We just kind of act like we're dumb shits, and everybody thinks an Oregonian is a dumb shit, especially if they have 8 kids and they lose them in the Lane County Courthouse because they don't know how to represent themselves because they're just a dumb shit mother who just pops out babies and gives them away like she gets treated like a cow, a milk cow, and then she gets treated like a human puppy mill. And then she's told to donate blood and laughed at and mocked and ridiculed. So who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? So in California, it is against the law for anyone to stop a child from jumping over puddles of water. Well, that should be against the law. Children should be allowed to jump in mud puddles. They should be allowed to splash and play like kids. You just got to teach them not to drink the mud puddle water. I splashed in mud puddles as a kid. I really liked the ones that looked like they were coffee colored with cream in them. I still like coffee with cream in it. And a city ordinance states anyone who detonates a nuclear device within city limits will be fined $500. Gee, that makes me want to move to California, huh? Now in Colorado, I met a couple people there, from there. A woman can only wear a red dress on the streets before 7 p.m. Also, you can't drive a black car on Sunday in Denver. Wow. Control freaks much? You will break the law in Connecticut when your bicycle reaches speed in excess of 65 miles per hour or when you walk across the street on your hands. Okay. And then in Delaware, R-rated movies cannot be shown at drive-in theaters, and it is illegal to fly over any body of water without adequate provisions of food and drink. Wow, that's nice. I remember going as a teenager, no, a young kid, to a drive-in theater that was playing an X-rated movie. But my sister's in-laws owned the drive-in theater in Florence, Oregon back in the day. So I'm sure the whole neighborhood got a eyeful. In Florida, women can be fined for falling asleep under a hairdryer. And in Miami, it's illegal for anyone to imitate an animal. Sex with a porcupine, unless you're a porcupine, is also prohibited. And in fact, any form of sexual contact other than missionary position is a misdemeanor. Oh, yeah, then cancel my plans to go to Florida. Sex with a porcupine? This has got to be a joke, right? Who in the fuck would want to do that? I remember telling a guy once who I fell in love with that Cupid shot me full of arrows and I felt like a porcupine. I thought it was pretty romantic to describe it like that. I was so shot full of arrows that I felt like a porcupine. And then he died on me. So sometimes it hurts to fall in love because sometimes people die on you.